What's up guys, IDK Player coming back with a brand new video, and today we have a couple NASCAR Heat 3 news stories to report on. But as usual, before we get into the video, shout out to my sponsors, Molesky Sharks Gaming, Some NASCAR Fan 9, Baseball Guy 01, and Fiasco. Links to all four of their channels will be in the description below. So now let's get right into the video guys, and today we have the first NASCAR Heat 3 gameplay picture. So pretty much a picture of people playing NASCAR E3. And guys, I did see a couple things new in this picture. So I know Disco already made a video about this, but we're pretty much going to get into detail about this picture. So if you guys have Instagram and follow 704 NASCAR Heat on Instagram, somebody in the comment section actually pointed this out to me. And if you go under tagged photos, you can see a picture of two kids playing NASCAR Heat 3. And obviously NASCAR Heat 3 isn't out yet. And you guys could already tell a couple things right here. It's obviously they're racing the dirt series, and they seem to be racing it at the new dirt track. Couple things we can already see in here is improved graphics and yeah, the new dirt track layout. Some people are speculating it could be like Watkins Glen, but it looks like from this picture we could already tell it's going to be nothing like Watkins Glen. So at first glance of seeing this photo, I could already see when I zoomed in here is we're going to have a new speedometer. So pretty much they're going to change the color back to blue, which actually it was blue in NASCAR Heat Evolution. They changed it to green in NASCAR Heat 2. But in NASCAR Heat 3, it looks like the speedometer will be blue. And it's going to be kind of like a new little layout. Now, I know 704 was really working on small details for NASCAR Heat 3. As you can see, the speedometer, it could have been the size of the TV, but the speedometer does look a little bit bigger, and the numbers look a little bit bigger too. Another thing I want to point out is, yeah, the RPMs are still going to be red for number 9 and 10, and obviously we're going to have the speedometer as blue, and we have a white circle around the miles per hour. Now, I don't watch a lot of dirt racing, but this track could actually be the dirt road course. And it looks like we're going to be going 114 miles per hour before we enter a corner, if this is the dirt road course by the looks of it. And pretty much, I don't know if this is realistic or not. I mean, I could be wrong. This could be actually realistic. But I don't usually watch a lot of dirt racing unless it's usually the Eldora truck race. So I know you guys will let me know down below if this is also realistic. And last thing, you guys did see the speedometer in the other picture of NASCAR 3. In this picture that you see right now, the video of me during my live stream, you can see the speedometer in the bottom right. The miles per hour in Heat 2 were in the bottom left-hand corner of the speedometer. In NASCAR 3, the miles per hour would be right in the middle of the speedometer in NASCAR Heat 3. And before we get on to the next thing, if you guys want to know my opinion, I think the speedometer in NASCAR Heat 3 looks way better than the one in NASCAR Heat 2 and definitely in NASCAR Heat Evolution. Once again, we already know 704 going for the small details, and it does look a lot better. That's just my opinion. And let's get on to the next thing that I noticed. So the next thing I noticed in this gameplay is that if you look up to the top, there's supposed to be a rear view mirror, and it's not actually being played with right now. Now, the kids that were actually playing it, NASCAR E3 might have not enabled it because you know you could press triangle on PlayStation to enable or disable the rear view mirror. But we also know that in NASCAR E3 we're going to have a 360 camera. So they might have actually taken out the rear view mirror so we could have a 360 camera. So instead of having the rear view mirror, you'll just look back with probably triangle or something like that. So we don't know. They actually could still have the rear view mirror. It's just that the kids just didn't enable it. Like hit the triangle button or whatever they're playing on Xbox or PS4. They just didn't hit the button to enable the rear view mirror, or they just took it out so you could just have a 360-degree camera, because pretty much we don't really need a rear view mirror anymore if we have the camera. I know some people will still want the rear view mirror, but we'll probably have to see if we're still going to have the rear view mirror when other gameplay comes out for NASCAR Heat 3. Another thing I noticed, and is why I don't want to see if this is the road course or not, as you can see right here, you can see clearly the logo for this actual dirt track. And if you look to the right, the grandstands are completely empty. So that's why I'm kind of skeptical if this is actually the road course or not. Because here you could obviously see that you're turning left. And to the other side, it looks like it could either be a completely different track or part of the track, and that grandstands is just empty. But we already know 704 loves to fill out the stands, make it a sold-out race for every single race. So unless they actually switch that up, which I actually doubt, they might still have sold-out, races, because we did see in the Bristol dirt race track that the stands were completely full, 100% completely full. And here you could obviously see to the right, Grandstands, completely empty. So this actually could be 2 tracks on one map, but you're only racing on one of the tracks here. That's why I don't want to say this is actually, if this is actually the road course, the dirt track road course, or not. And another reason why I didn't want to say if it was a road course or not was mainly because we couldn't even see what the logo said of the racetrack. I know some of you guys have that supervision and might be able to see what the logo actually is, like for what track, but from my standpoint, out of how blurry it was, I wasn't able to tell what it was at all, 100%. But I know some of you guys will go down below and probably try to tell me what it is, because I know you guys are probably going to try to figure it out. So if you do figure it out, or if you do have an explanation of what it could be, please tell me in the comments down below. And last thing I want to point out, we'll have over 24 drivers, or at least 24 drivers, in the field for the Dirt Series. As you can see, it says the person's name and he is in 23rd place. So if he's in 23rd place, the player that's actually playing the game must be in at least 24th place. So we'll have at least 24 dirt cars while driving in the Dirt Series in NASCAR E3. Will we have more than 24? No clue, but we'll have at least 24 dirt cars to race in the Dirt Series in NASCAR Heat 3. So now in other news about NASCAR Heat 3, don't get scared yet before I explain. We will not have a paint booth in NASCAR Heat 3. Now, don't get scared yet. Let me explain myself real quick. We didn't even have a paint booth in NASCAR Heat 2. That was not a paint booth. A paint booth is what we had in NASCAR 14 and in NASCAR 15. So yeah, we won't have a paint booth like that in NASCAR Heat 3, but we will have custom cars in NASCAR Heat 3. We had custom cars and custom car customization in NASCAR Heat 2. We will have kind of like the same exact thing into NASCAR Heat 3. The only thing is it will not be like a paint booth like we see in Gran Turismo Sport or like we saw in NASCAR 14 and in NASCAR 15. So obviously you guys are going to be asking IDK, how do you know this? How do you know this is 100% true? Well, pretty much if you go on GameStop.com and go type in NASCAR Heat 3, this is what you get. So let me correct myself real quick. When you type in at GameStop.com NASCAR Heat 3 Hot Pass, this is what you get. So you scroll down all the way to the bottom and you see this. It says the 2018 Hot Pass for NASCAR E3 keeps you up to date with 4 expansion packs featuring new paint schemes, challenges, spotter audio, custom car templates, and more. Includes all additional in-game content available by 12/31/18. So a couple things I want to see real quick. So pretty much custom car templates. That pretty much just proves that we won't have a paint booth, because in NASCAR Heat 2, we had custom car templates for our custom cars. And if you got the Hot Pass, you got one additional custom car template. Now, I don't know if we'll have more than one additional custom car template if we get the NASCAR Heat 3 Hot Pass or not, or if we'll just get one like we did last year. But we know we'll definitely have custom car templates to make custom cars in NASCAR Heat 3. Another thing I want to point out real quick, if you guys know in NASCAR Heat 2 and in NASCAR Heat Evolution, if you guys had the Hot Pass, it was not redeemable for the next update. For example, we had the 2018 update in NASCAR Heat 2. When you had the 2018 update, if you had the Hot Pass, it didn't cover for the 2018 update. You had to spend $10 towards it. So what I'm pretty much just trying to say here, as you know, we're in 2018. This Hot Pass, if we are still playing NASCAR Heat 3 up into 2019, when we get the new 2019 expansion pack for all the 2019 drivers, which most likely we will, the Hot Pass will once again not cover it for the 2019 expansion pack for NASCAR Heat 3. So pretty much what I'm trying to say is the 2019 expansion pack will have all the new roster for 2019 and the new cars for 2019, like how they did in NASCAR Heat 2 for the 2018 expansion pack. I'm sorry if you guys got that last little part a little bit confusing, but to be honest, I really do wish that the Hot Pass would cover for the 2019 DLC that we'll probably most likely get in NASCAR E3, because we had a 2018 DLC with the new roster for the 2018 NASCAR season that we had in NASCAR E2, and if you had the Hot Pass in NASCAR E2, it didn't cover for that for the 2018 NASCAR DLC. So I wish that would cover for NASCAR Heat 3 if we get the 2019 DLC, which most likely we will. I'm pretty much it's pretty much almost guaranteed that we will, because we had it in NASCAR Heat Evolution and we had it in NASCAR E2. So most likely we'll have a 2019 DLC for NASCAR E3, but it looks like the Hot Pass will not cover it. So it looks like we're going to have to pay for the 2019 NASCAR DLC. I believe last year was $10. I don't know how much it'll be for NASCAR Heat 3. It'll probably be $10 once again. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% sure about that, but just letting you guys know. So that will wrap it up for today's video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below your guys' opinions, and don't forget to subscribe for more NASCAR Heat 3 news, NASCAR Heat 3 updates, and NASCAR videos in general. If you guys would like to be shouted out in my videos, don't forget you would have to either be a sponsor, and the way to sponsor is you hit the sponsor button by the YouTube gaming app, or hit the sponsor button during my live streams, or just regularly on the YouTube desktop on your computer. And also, if you guys would also like to be shouted out, you guys would either have to donate, once again, in my live streams, or once again, sponsor. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. We will have more NASCAR E3 news later. I don't know if I'll live stream tomorrow if you are watching this on the day of it being uploaded, because I am going to Disney for the weekend. So we might have videos uploaded on the weekend or not sure 100%. But thank you guys all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. IDK out.